Hello everyone, the following video includes opinions about the console wars between Xbox and PlayStation, along with some first impressions of Gears 5, the latest to release in the Gears of War universe. It also features footage of the game which is M-rated. I hope you enjoyed the video and get involved in the discussion in the comments below, and we also want to encourage everyone to remember to respect each other and their opinions. You don't have to agree with them, but just respect each other as human beings. Now, as a reminder, you do not need to agree with my thoughts and conclusions, but I do hope you share your own thoughts, and I look forward to having that conversation with you in the comments below. And now, let's discuss. So let's kick this off in style. If you like hot dogs and, beer, be sure to smack that like button. And if you love loot boxes and maybe greedy microtransactions, be sure to hit that dislike button. No judgment here, you bunch of weirdos. Anyway, it's plain for me to see that the best thing that's happened for gamers is the Xbox One launch back in 2013. If the Xbox One would have come out of the gate swinging, we would have never gotten Phil Spencer, and we would have never seen Microsoft make the changes that it needed to make to be competitive. It's okay not to be a fan of Xbox, but the moves that Microsoft are making are benefiting you all the same. These moves could have only have happened if not for the success of the PlayStation 4 and forcing Microsoft to rethink how it does business. It's a classic example of how competition is a win for the consumer, and yet, with the looming future of cloud gaming, I wonder if something like this will be possible again. Still, depending on your preference for video games, you've either been a fan of Gears of War or maybe you acknowledge its existence with perhaps a shrug if you don't just outright dismiss it altogether. But Gears 5 represents something core to the Xbox bandwagon. It represents a return to form for Microsoft and an end to the long drought of first-party titles that has plagued fans over the last 2 years. Yet, as they celebrate on Twitter and other social media, it's clear to see that Gears 5 is more than just a victory for Xbox fans, but it's the implementation of the vision that Phil Spencer has put in place for the future of video games and the future of Xbox. I'm a longtime Gears of War fan. I've played and beaten them all, and with the exception of Judgment, I tried it out via Games Pass and after a while decided it wasn't for me. But yet beyond Gears 4, which left something to be desired, I played quite a bit of it with my wife Julie, since it was also the first Play Anywhere game that I had. So I was able to play both on PC and Julie was able to play on the Xbox, and I rather enjoyed our experience playing the Horde with her most nights when we weren't playing Final Fantasy XIV. Now I say most nights because obviously as the kiddos got older, Gears of War really wasn't a game that I was able to play around them because obviously of its intense gore and language. Now the beauty of Gears is that its lack of investment, its arcade style approach, and different modes, they were always there to satisfy me in the end. Now the stories also have always been over the top set pieces to highlight the true heart of the game, which is the characters and their relationships. And while I haven't spent much time with the campaign yet, from what I've played and seen, Gears 5 looks to be no exception. Beyond the campaign, however, I've fallen in love with the new mode Escape. Now, for the most part, I love the RPG element that's baked into the system, and I like that I can level up the different characters and challenge the game at different levels of difficulty. Overall, it's really, really fun for me. Now, I didn't pay attention to this at all when they showed it off at E3. It was really something that I said, okay, well, I guess I'll wait and see when I get my hands on with it. But beyond Escape, I've also really enjoyed the arcade quick play mode that they've added. It feels like a way more natural version of PvP to me than Gears has overall. Now the true winner of the release of Gears 5 I think is Game Pass. Now I don't own Gears 5, but with Game Pass Ultimate I'm playing it on both PC and Xbox without any issue. What's been really fun is playing Gears 5 on my Shadow PC so that I'm able to run it at full power from my laptop. And my laptop stays super cool, and I mean like cold. It does not get overheated at all. It's really, really nice. This makes it both a laptop, comfortable, able to run in my lap, and it also preserves the battery life of the laptop itself so I can have extra long gameplay sessions. Now beyond Game Pass, it's also very clear to see that fans are excited for this game, which makes me happy. But in their excitement, there's another story. The story of the Xbox One over the last 7 years and how hard Phil Spencer has worked to right this ship. Gears 5 needs to be the starting line, the moment in which that even people who haven't played this game or thought they might be interested in this game take a look. Because you don't need to have an Xbox to have an Xbox. And thus it brings up a very interesting question about the idea of what makes an exclusive game anymore. Gears 5 isn't an exclusive game. It can be played everywhere with the exception of the PlayStation at the moment, and maybe soon even Project xCloud might even change that, at least for Switch, or who knows where else they want to put this thing. And as Microsoft supports its Play Anywhere, its cross-play, and more, I reflect back to the console war and the future of gaming together. I'm playing Gears 5 in the cloud. I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV in the cloud. I'm playing more and more games in the cloud. I've been migrating my whole library to the cloud, and it's been fantastic. And while it's not for everyone and it's not ready for everyone just yet, over the next few years we could easily see this shift. A shift away from consoles into services. And then I wonder about the idea of competition. Now, whenever the console wars have been referenced, I'd always find somebody say, PC Master Race. And they weren't wrong, but the cost of PC gaming and frequent upgrades have made consoles the clear winner. And when it comes time to playing games, though I still consider myself a console gamer, the cloud has made me rethink all of that. Later, Microsoft is launching its Project xCloud with the goal of playing your games on any device. And as someone who's been using the cloud to game, it's clear to see that as the internet improves over this country and the world, that there will be a future in the end for cloud gaming. Now, the console wars have been fun, but they soon might be over. And that's not saying I'm not worried, because competition is good for gamers, but keeping them walled off from each other isn't good either. As a gamer and as the world moves into more services, I don't see myself subscribing to multiple services, but I do hope that they exist. I also hope that crossplay is a part of that future, so xCloud, Stadia, PlayStation Now, and more all have the ability to play together and bring people together to play the games they love with the people they love, no matter what cloud they're a part of. Anyway, that's just my opinion, a pretty opinion at that. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know what you're thinking about gaming in 2019 and beyond, with the cloud, with Gears, with the console wars, all of it. I really look forward to hearing from you. Feel free to either hit that like button or actually hit that dislike button. It doesn't mean that you love loot boxes and that you that's just a joke I like to do at the beginning, but it does let me know what you're thinking a bit more. I hope to also hear from you in the comments about the video and what you think about the format and how it's styled and paced. Also about the amazing Gears 5. Now, this isn't a review, but this is just obviously some first impressions of the game, and take it for a sign of the times of what is changing before our eyes. Anyway, for Work to Game, my name's Brian. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have an amazing day. And like I said, I look forward to having these conversations with you. Let me know if there's any topics you'd like me to tackle next. There's a lot of discussion, and one of the videos I'm working on is talking about burnout within the game industry, especially as it relates to MMORPGs. This was obviously requested by the community, so I'm going to kind of put it up to you guys next. Like, let me know what deep subject you'd like me to dive into and maybe even overanalyze or overthink. It's a lot of fun for me to do it, and I really appreciate the time and attention and obviously the community. Thank you again. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.